Masarap ang buhay sa Amerika. Lahat ng conveniences nandito like efficient transport system, modern amenities, magandang healthcare, there are excellent schools, there's so much economic opportunities, madaming social services. In general, there is a high standard of living in America. Why would anyone think of leaving all that, no? Bakit nga ba? Sometimes there's no logic to the decisions we make except for that longing to be in a place where we want to be, even if that place is not as great as America, like the Philippines. 3 years to go, and God willing, we will be retired in the Philippines. We are making all the preparations we can think of, and not just financially. I believe that part of this preparation is to know the stages of retirement. Para we know what to expect, and maybe ahead of time, we can also prepare our psyche, our emotions, to the changes that we will face upon retiring. Lalo na kung sa ibang lugar tayo magre-retire at hindi kung saan tayo namuhay ng matagal, no? Tapos, iniisip din namin, ano bang gagawin namin everyday pag retired na kami? I'll intertwine our day-to-day plans along with these 4 stages of retirement. Yung ibang aspects kasi ng retirement stages, parang hindi ako agree. Pinoy kasi tayo iba ang culture natin, faith, and beliefs. You'll get what I mean. I learned that there are 4 stages of retirement. And for me, knowing these 4 stages can actually prepare us for retirement. Para if I go through a certain sadness, for example, about being retired, alam ko na normal palang pagdaanan yon, na it's just a phase, and I can better deal with it. The first stage of retirement daw is when you feel like you're on vacation. Like there's this huge weight lifted off your shoulders. I think maraming tao yan ang iniisip pag pinag-uusapan ng retirement, di ba? Ito din ang nasa isip namin The beaches, traveling, or maybe just watching Netflix the whole day at home. It is that stage that we have longed for all these years. Siguro, I'll give myself 2 weeks. Yung tipong walang alarm sa umaga, babangon kung kailan ko gusto, walang plano for the day. Go with the flow lang. Sarap siguro nun, no? I'll give myself permission to do that, to do nothing. Pero 2 weeks lang. Kasama sa stage na to, like what I said, is travel. It is a plus that my husband and I are aligned with what we want to do. So sa first stage of retirement, we want to travel. Kasi we want to do that during the healthiest and active years of our retirement. So uunahin na namin yon. We want to stay longer at one place and immerse ourselves in the local culture. We plan to find an affordable Airbnb, take our time, enjoy the place, and really feel relaxed. Ngayon kasi nakakapagod magbakasyon kasi lagi nagmamadali, di ba? By then, we'd be able to enjoy traveling at our own pace. Yung hindi na kailangan gumising ng maaga para hindi maiwan ng tour. Yung ganon. Now, when people become bored with the first stage of retirement, they move on to the second stage. It's the feeling lost stage. A feeling that without work, life lacks purpose. Retirees apparently suffer from the loss of identity, the loss of work friends, loss of old routines, loss of purpose and power that you had in your working life. So, I try to imagine it. When I retire at 60, I have worked for 40 years by then. Then suddenly, wala nang work. If you were a boss, sa retirement, wala na yung powers mo. Mahirap nga kaya yon. Sa stage na to, I will agree to feeling the loss of work friends. Mamimiss ko yung pa-lunch-lunch namin sa cafeteria, yung chismisan sa office, di ba? Pero yung lack of purpose, lack of identity, personally, hindi ko siguro mararamdaman yon. My identity is not attached to my work. I've always had a life outside of work, and I believe na habang may buhay, we have a purpose. It doesn't have to be world-changing. Maybe today our purpose is to touch someone's life with kindness, with generosity. Yung ganon, simple lang. To those who are retired that are watching this, did you ever feel that you lost your identity and purpose? And then meron pa, Study shows that this feeling lost stage can be a difficult time because it may coincide with the 3 Ds of retirement, and that's decline, depression, and divorce. It's the stage when we start to experience mental and physical decline. Then there's a 40% chance though of experiencing clinical depression at this stage, and even getting a divorce. Kaya nga, knowing the stages of retirement is important so that we can prevent it from happening. We can work on our relationships. We can also work on our mental health, physical health, to slow down the decline kahit na doon naman tayo lahat patungo. The third stage is the trial and error phase. It's about finding new things that get you excited, finding your new purpose. You want to be able to feel that you're still growing and learning. Vacation retirement kasi, like living in a beach, can be unfulfilling daw without a purpose. So we want to challenge ourselves, learn new things. Maybe learn how to decorate a cake, start an herb garden, learn how to paint, volunteer, or start a YouTube channel. You know how there are many things you've always wanted to do pero wala ka namang oras to do all of them? This is the time to do them. So pag nag-retire kami, I plan on taking a class to learn painting. I did that before, but then bago pa ako natuto talaga mag-paint, we left for the States. Then life happened and I was never able to go back to painting. So pagtanda ko, gusto ko maging painter. Malay nyo, maging bagong karir ko yun. Part of this third stage of trial and error and finding a purpose, gusto ko ring mag-volunteer. Nag-volunteer na ako ngayon sa isang ospital malapit sa bahay namin. Pero that's just a few hours once a week. Gusto ko sana mag-volunteer sa atin in a way that we'll be able to give back. Siguro I will first check out our parish church, how I can help, and move on from there. Now, in this trial and error stage, people can succeed or fail at the many things that they are trying to learn. Some people daw never get to move beyond this stage. They can even backslide to previous stages. But by sticking it out, this will lead us to the sweet spot, which is the fourth stage, the reinvent and rewire stage. This is when you've found your new identity. You've found your new routine. You've made it to the other side. Study shows that not everyone reach this stage. But for those who do, ito yung pinaka-meaningful stage sa buhay nila. They're busy, they have a good social life, they're making good contributions to society. In other words, they are living their life to the fullest. Retirement for us is the time for people we care about, the time for relationships. There are so many people we care about, and if we can only be with all of them at the same time, at the same place, that would be perfect, no? Unfortunately, para sa ating namuhay na matagal sa Amerika, who raised our kids here and who still have family in the Philippines like us, we need to choose who we want to spend our time with. Marami sa atin would like to be with their adult children, with their apo. And while I would love to do that as well, although wala pa naman kaming apo, my choice for now is to be with my aging mother in the Philippines. So in retirement, I can see myself taking care of her. Magsha-shopping kami, dalhin ko siya sa doctor's appointments, punta ako sa butika to buy her meds, drive ko siya sa mga parties niya. Things that my sister do for her now while I'm away. It's my turn naman. Time din naming mag-bonding na magkapatid. Dalawa lang kami. And for other relationships, ang dami kong mga kaibigan sa Pilipinas. Madami-dami din ang mga kaibigan namin from the States na mag-uuwian din sa Pilipinas para mag-retire. We are so blessed in that area. So those are the 4 stages of retirement. Matrabaho din pala to be good at being retired, no? It's not that everlasting vacation that we thought it was going to be. At this time, I consider myself a student of retirement. Hopefully, we get to reach stage 4. Mamamaster din natin yan pagdating ng araw.